Hour and 10 minutes is exactly what it took me to build the Ritfit leg extension lie down leg curl. And I'm going to show you my very first rep on this thing. I have not done one single rep, but I want to give you my feelings on how it feels. Very first rep, then I'm going to talk about the build. I'm still breathing heavily because I just drug this thing in here. So, great range of motion. Okay, so I digress. I want to talk about the build right now. Hour and 10 minutes it took me, a non-mechanically inclined guy. And I say that because typically I hire people to do these things for me, but I wanted to build it myself so I could give you, the end user, someone who is looking, investing into a home gym. You're on a limited budget possibly, you have limited space. I want to give you my honest, professional review because I've been doing this for a long time. So it came packed very nicely first and foremost, and you see the whole entire process. I did it on time lapse, and for me to be able to build this thing in an hour and 10 minutes is pretty amazing. And you saw at the beginning, I kept putting the wrong part on. I put 2 of the wrong parts on there because I wasn't paying attention to the instructions. Now I'm going to give you a hint. 2 hints. Do not use the tools they give you. I appreciate that these companies send you the little wrenches, but it's going to take you days. Get a socket set. So all you need is a socket set to put this thing together, nothing else. You might need to tap this through with a hammer, but make sure it's lined up. But that's the first hint. Get yourself a socket set. And then second, make sure that you're looking right here. So right here, as you go through, it will tell you this one, weight plate rack. So then you just go back to the glossary of parts and you look here for the weight plate rack, and then it makes it a whole lot easier. And if you ever get hung up, just look at the diagram on the front. When I pulled everything out, you see me make a gesture to this. This cam right here is heavy. It is super high quality. I would compare this to anything in a commercial gym. Now this is for home gym use. I would say you could also use this in a light commercial space. If you were a personal trainer and you had something where you had multiple people coming through the day, this is going to hold up for sure. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll get to that later. So each one of the components is very heavy, it's very well built. The hardware is quality hardware, everything is there that you need. Make sure that when you're done, you come back and you tighten everything up, because it says to leave it loose, and sometimes you have a tendency to make sure, to not tighten everything up because you're in such a rush to get this done. So you saw my first rep on here. It is, the range of motion is there. I can go all the way down, all the way up. Now I'm going to adjust this back here a little bit because this is going to change for me. So yeah, that's better for me. I'm scooting back now. I really like the range of motion. I could use more weight. These are the Ritfit weight plates. So all of the components are high quality. The hardware is all there. The instructions are very clear, providing you follow them. The build, this thing is solid. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is absolutely solid. So I'm really excited. So now, right in front of you, for the first time ever, I'm gonna try the lie down leg extension. So that's the difference between this and some of the other dual machines that you have, the leg extension, leg curl. The leg curl is typically in the seated position where you're curling down. This one, now you have the lie down position, which I'm gonna tell you right now is great. I could use more weight, okay? And then right here, you can also put it in where you can do standing leg curls. That's very good, okay? I really like this thing. So for the build, I'm gonna rate this in different things for you. So for the ease of the build, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. If I can do it, you can do it. The quality of the material, 9 out of 10. It is high quality, really nice. It looks great. The usability, I'm gonna give it, so for the extension and the curl, I still have to play with it. You saw my first repetition, so this might not be an accurate assessment of actually how good it really is. But right now, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for range of motion and how it feels. So I'm gonna adjust this. So you have to get used to these adjustments right here, okay? And so you get great range of motion. I don't have enough weight on there, but I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for performance. We'll call it performance. Style and look, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. This thing looks great, man. So overall, my whole entire feeling about this thing, after having built it myself, using it for just a couple of reps, you seeing it live and in person, knowing what my clients are gonna think about it, the cost of this item for someone who's looking to build a home gym on a budget, or you have limited space. If you've seen my gym before, I have a whole bunch of stuff here. This fits in perfectly. I leave my stuff outside and everyone asks me, what are you gonna do when it rains? It gets wet. No big deal. If this gets a little bit rusty, that's not gonna affect it at all. So overall, I'm gonna give the Ritfit leg extension, lying lay down leg curl machine, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna highly recommend that if you are building a home gym, and if you are on a budget and you're looking for something that's quality, that you can use, your clients can use, that's gonna hold up, listen, it's quiet. The cable, the quality of the cable is commercial grade quality cable. So they don't pay me to give my review. They give me the product and say, we want your honest review because we know you've been in this industry for a long time. So I'm gonna tell you, the Ritfit leg extension, lying leg curl, I give it a 9 out of 10. I highly recommend that you get it. Another thing too here that I failed to mention is you can put bands down here. Got the weight tree. There you go.